What's up, everybody? It's Adam here at Apache Village in Hazelwood, Missouri. Got a little treat for us today. Got a 2026 Jayco J-Feather SL, 26 BHSL. What we've done with this guy is, if you don't want the J-Feather pricing, but we want the J-Feather quality, we got it. So we got this guy. We went through and detuned it a little bit, took some things away to get that cost way down, and let's jump right into it. So up front, we still have our electric tongue jack, two 20-pound propane tanks, our integrated A-frame that we use on all of our campers to give us that better towing and everything that going through there. We use the rock guard on the bottom, and then we use a one-piece fiberglass front end. Now, if you go and look at my regular J-Feather, this guy over here, it's got that molded cap. So we took that cap off to go and save us a bunch of money by not having to have all that extra structure, that molded cap up there. So then now we have our standard Phylon fiberglass up there in the front like we used to always do. All right, little details. This guy's coming in right at 30 foot long. 5,796 pounds, I believe, is what we have it at with the options we ordered it with, and I'll get into those options when we get inside. We still use the full vacuum bonded sidewall, slide box wall, and actually this wall right here on the slide box, it's fully vacuum bonded as well. So we're not cutting any corners on our structure of the outside at all. Then we're gonna have our full pass-through storage here that goes all the way through to the other side. We got lights on both sides of it, and if you notice, I'll get into it over there, but we got our place for our crank handles. Then down on the outside, we got our crank down jacks. Full rack and pinion slide box. Nothing's changed there from Jayco. Black tank flush, city water connection. Now down here, we got our full heated and enclosed underbelly. Black and gray valves are inside of our underbelly. Next to this over here, we got our dump hose storage, back jack, 30 amp service. There is an option for 50 to get a second AC, cable TV hookup. Then on the back, one, we don't have a bumper, but if you notice there's these little flanges, it's tough to see in this beautiful lighting that I'm in today. But it's prepped for their class 3 hitch. So if we ever wanted to tow or put a bike rack back here, a cargo rack, you know, you name it, we can put it back here. They don't recommend towing back here because it is illegal in the state of Missouri to dingy tow 2 campers. 60,000 BTU suburban tankless water heater. So I can go through and take that 25-minute steam bath. Lippert ladder. So we hang the ladder on the side there. Then that allows us to walk up on the roof. We are a 3/8 tongue and groove plywood roof with the Magnum roof truss that we are all accustomed to know on the Jaycos if you've ever watched any of our videos here. Now our outside kitchen. We took the griddle away. That is one thing that we did do. How do I save some money? Well, I got to take a few things away, so we decontented it by doing that. But I didn't take away my hot and cold water. I didn't take away my outlet that's out here. I didn't take away my refrigerator. I still have metal countertops out here. So we took away just the griddle, but we still gave you the gas hookup for it. So if you want to, you can go through and still put your own griddle in here. And then when I step back, it's still all underneath the awning. So the awning ends back here at the back of the camper, starts way up in the very front of the camper. So it covers the door and our whole campsite site where we're gonna be sitting. See if I can zoom back up a little bit to see that whole awning, how big it actually is. I'll get the exact measurements on it, and I'll put them in the description or into the video here in a bit. Then you got your 30,000 BTU furnace. All your tinted windows. Fresh tank fill. The fresh tank capacity on this guy is going to be right at 42 gallons. All right, so we get in there and you got a big 42-gallon fresh tank. Our more ride flip up steps. Then again, your other side of your pass-through storage, and like I said, inside there, you're gonna have your crank handle for your power tongue jack, your crank handle for your jacks, and also for your spare tire. The spare tire is mounted underneath the camper, and it's right down here on the bottom. So then they'll have the little crank handle holder right there. Put your crank handle in there, crank that down. Hopefully you never have to use it. But then we still use, speaking of spare tires, we still use the aluminum wheels. We're not using the steel wheels, so there's still aluminum there. So again, I'm not cutting a lot of big corners on this guy. It's just a few things that we took out that, you know, are making it a little bit less expensive. But walking inside, we're gonna have our bedroom, hanging closets on either side, shelf above, one tin outlet on either side of the bed. And then on this one, this is really unique. So underneath of the bed, this is all storage. So they don't go through and do a full frame on the bottom side of this and box it in, do the bed platform that raises up with the gas shocks. Why? Money. Sole reason. So now I'm just gonna take my bags, my cargo stuff, whatever, I can throw my tote tanks down here. I can throw all of it down here. It's out of sight, out of mind, and I don't have to worry about that. And I think it makes it a little easier for us to get in and out of. But then you still have the 2 pocket doors that are gonna close off the bedroom. Then, walking back into the living room, whoa, too fast there. Cabinets above the TV area. I can put a pretty big TV in this camper here. Then you have your storage below it with the 110 outlet that's there. And then you have your 2 cabinets with our little shoe hook, our place that's down there too. So I can go through and put my shoes there. Look at these windows. Huge windows in this slide box. We've taken a lot of feedback from our customers saying that, we love our camper, but wish we had bigger windows. Well, these windows are huge, and all 4 of them open. Just again, because I'm going back and decontenting a little bit, I'm not taking that stuff away from us. But then here we have our jackknife sofa with our flip down armrest. Then you're gonna have this guy lift up, fold down, there's your bed. But then now, I'm gonna set this up real quick. Underneath this couch, lift this up. Underneath here, this actually folds down to give us access to our storage. So if you have totes, again, sheets, blankets for our bunk beds, because this has bunks in it, I can throw all that stuff in here rather than trying to get it in between here and here. So it's nice because it's hinged, couple latches, boom, you're ready to go. So makes it super, super easy and simple for us to use. Then on the side of the back of the dinette booth, we're gonna have USB and USB-C port. Then you're gonna have your dinette booth. So big dinette booth. Then you're gonna have storage underneath both of them, and it's gonna fold down and make into a bed again. Then you're gonna have your Coleman Mach air conditioner thermostat. Your thermostat's gonna control both your air conditioner and your furnace. It is all pre-wired for solar, so if you ever want to get solar, we can. Then going in our bathroom, we use the plastic toilet on this guy. Again, how am I going to cut some cost and weight? That's how we do it right there. But I still have the medicine cabinet, towel bar, sink with your vanity and your toilet paper holder. Then this one here has about a 4-inch lip in the tub, so if you wanted to get some type of stopper in there, you can. But then you got the shelf on the tub, and then you have 3 shelves on your actual fiberglass surround of your shower. Then they're going to put the skylight, and if you notice how big it is, it's about 12 inches by about 24, so it's about a 12 by 2 or 1 by 2 skylight, strategically placed right above the shower, so therefore I can get in there and actually take a shower and not have to worry about hitting my head. But then you'll have your little exhaust fan, AC duct here, and again, this is directionalized too, so if you want to take this and move this around, you're more than welcome to. Now, our bunk beds. Duct up here, take that, this the guy on the top might get a little cold. 110 outlet back there in the back corner, 12 volt light here. If we all know this, well, hopefully we know this by now, top bunk on our Jayco is rated for 600 pounds. All right, so all my Jaycos on the double bed on the top is 600 pounds, 600 pounds on the bottom with the emergency exit window back there, and then all your storage is here. So again, I boxed off the outside kitchen, then I opened this all up inside here because I wanted to go through and save some money. And again, that's where I'm going to do it. So now the kids' stuff, I can throw it in there. Yes, it is going to be out in the open kind of when we see it, but it's not in the middle of the floor and in our way. But then, I'm going to step back, see if we can get this whole thing. This is a huge pantry. So, we have 1, 2, there's a third shelf. It needs to go in here, so there'll be a shelf that'll sit down here on this guy. Then this shelf here. This shelf is actually removable if you wanted to use this as a hanging closet. So it's really nice because it gives you a lot of versatility, but it's just a huge closet or pantry, whichever way we wanted to do it. Then you're going to have your power converter on the bottom, which is already prepped. If you ever wanted to go from a lead acid battery to a lithium battery, all you got to do is put it in, hook it up, and you're ready to go because it's all auto detect. Then you're going to have your refrigerator here. Refrigerator on the top. It's all 12 volt. Freezer on the bottom with the tray that slides back and forth down there as well. So it gives us a lot of storage space that's inside here. They call this the 11 cubic foot refrigerator. If we get down and dirty, technically it's about 10.7 cubic feet. But it's nice because it is huge. It's 12 volt. It cools down really, really fast and really, really quickly. We got our Envision microwave, Envision cooktop, stove, oven with the auto sparker for it. And it is an Envision refrigerator. Then you're going to have storage up top there. Tons of storage down here. Let's open these guys up. So now I can actually put a trash can down here if I wanted to. So, you know, that's an age-old question. Where do I put my trash can? Well, there's the spot. And then I'll open all these guys up. So drawer, 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 drawer. And you guys have heard us say this many, many times before. It's a 5-sided wood drawer. So you have 4 sides of plywood on all your drawers, and then the front of the drawer is actually real wood as well. It is built just like your cabinets. It's all mortise and tenon together, so therefore you can see, it's tough to see this, but we got the little pin groove that's there, so that makes it in mortise and tenon. So your cabinetry is going to not change on this guy compared to your standard J Feather or your North Point, our $150,000 fifth wheels. So our cabinetry is all the same. Nothing's different there. All the styles are pocket screwed and glued together. So again, a lot of similarities of all my big high-end stuff, but in a very small scaled back form to cut down a bunch of price for us. So when you get into these guys, you're not going to lose the quality or see that we've lost the quality inside here. It's just I lose things. I lost the fireplace. I lost the TV. I lost the solar panel, 30-pound tanks, the stove outside. So it's like we can keep going and going and going and going and know that, hey, the whole box, the shell of everything, it's all built the exact same as my North Point, my J Feather, my Eagle travel trailer, my Eagle fifth wheel. So that's all the exact same because we build them all the exact same way because I want to keep that consistency going across the board and not have to worry about, changing things in between the line that I already have built. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, have any comments, throw them down there. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button, and always, again, come in and see why we say go one better, go Apache Village. Until next time, guys, see you soon.